Hello everyone. So I guess it's time we did another video. It's been way too long since I got the chance to do the previous one, and well, I'm back. For those of you who don't know, I work as a teacher, and the last bit of the year is quite hectic. Also got 4 kids, so I've been quite busy. But now we're here. We're ready to make another video, and I got a comment that was asking me to have a look at the differences between the Naniwa new omurato 150 grit and the Shapton Pro ceramic whetstone 320 grit. So I'm going to have a look at those today. I'm not going to finish on a coarse stone. I'm going to keep going, but the main focus on the video will be about comparing those two. The next stone in my progression today is going to be a Shiromonogatari. It's a quite large stone. It's a soaking stone, so I have it in water here. And I'm going to finish with the Chosera 3000 grit. So that's going to be it. Yeah. Okay, so 100 new subscribers since my last video. That's crazy, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I'm going to try to be better and posting more videos. So please just leave comments. Is there stones you want to see? Are there comparisons you want made? Just leave them down below and I'll try to get to them. So for these two stones we're going to have a look at today. The most unusual one is hard to get into focus because the camera just wants to blur it out, but there it is. It's quite large. It's the Naniwa new omurato. It's quite frankly a beast. This one is about 55 millimeters thick. It's about 78 wide, and well, it doesn't fit, but it's that long. And it's not actually that important, because you will see that the Shapton Pro is about exactly the same length. When it comes to, I'm just going to leave it off screen because the autofocus just goes crazy when it does. The Shapton Pro is 15 thick, it's about 70 wide, and as I said, it's the same length as the new omurato. The Shapton Pro is a splash and go stone. You will see that it doesn't soak up any water. The new omurato is quite interesting, because I don't know if it comes through on video, but it will soak up some water. But you will find that it's not a soaking stone per se. It just needs the moisture to draw a little bit into the surface, and pretty soon it will start to hold the water, and you can start sharpening on it. So that's the physical size of them. And as for the price, the new omurato is actually, at least for my suppliers, it's cheaper than the Shapton Pro, and that's quite fun. Gives you a lot more stone to work with, but with stones per se, size doesn't always matter, because this is quite frankly a rather soft stone, so it will wear down faster than the Shapton Pro, so keep that in mind. Yeah, so I don't know how we should go about this. I will put some steel to these stones. I just want to get the theory out of it first, and then we'll go for the practice in just a little bit. So we have both our, I'd say both our splash and go stones. One is softer than the new omurato is softer than the Shapton Pro. I find that the new omurato works better on softer steel, and I find that I prefer the Shapton Pro on harder steel. The new omurato, I had to go a little bit into the stone to really get to enjoy it, but I did a few sharpenings just the other day, and I can feel the unevenness in the stone. So if you like keeping your stones straight, I'd opt for a harder stone. If you don't mind, the new omurato is great. The fact that it's cheaper as well doesn't make you as afraid to gouge or destroy the stone. To be honest, I don't know if it comes through, but down here I have actually graded the stone a little bit just to for the fillet knives and stuff like that. I can really get into the back of the blade, so you can do stuff like that, and yeah. But hey, as for the Shapton Pro, of course it will keep flatter. So let's just see what the camera wants to do when I put that there. Yeah, so I'll edit this bit in. I got some visitors, so I just had to stop filming. So yeah, it's about time to put some steel to the Naniwa new omurato. But I thought this was a good point, or a good opportunity to show you just a little tip. I guess most of you already do it like this or knows about this, so I'm sorry, just this is for the new guys out there. So yeah, being a soft stone, you will discover that the stone wears down quite fast. So if you if you keep the stone in the same orientation like I do, work it like this, so this area of the stone, show you, will start to wear down, and this bit will be raised up. So what you can do, if you flip the stone from time to time, you will see what? You wear exactly the same pattern. So no matter, I try to use this area and this area from time to time with the tip of the knife, but eventually you will not be able to wear down the stone evenly, no matter how hard you try. Someone likes, the stone will eventually start wearing down like this. I'm sorry, obviously you can see that. It's the autofocus again. But yeah, it will start to wear down unevenly. So what I like to do from time to time, usually I don't mind. I'll get the knife sharp no matter, but I like to draw a checkered pattern on the stone with just a pencil, and then you just go with the diamond plate if you have one, and you start to go over the stone, and you can hear when I hit this spot here that it's really uneven. And I can tell you that the last time I used this stone, I had it this way, and you can see that in the pattern that it's still there. So you can just keep going, doesn't matter what the pattern looks like, you just want the stone covered. And it's really quite bad, actually. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to keep going like this until the pattern disappears. And then you will know that your stone is flat. So to me, I got a little divot here still. If I wanted to remove that, I'd have to remove quite a lot of stone. just for this little bit here, and I don't want to do that because it takes away a lot of the stone. I do sell the stones, full disclosure, and it's not a secret that if I told all my customers that you have to straighten your stone every time you used it, I will sell sell more stones than what I do now. But the fact is, if you don't do single beveled knives or large surfaces, you probably can get away with a little bit unevenness in the stone. But yeah, so we will start with stainless steel, and yeah, let's just get to it. I'll do a couple of passes. We've got a good clean burr all the way down the stone. No, the knife. And on softer stones, when you flip the knife, be careful if you like to apply pressure edge leading, because you can, especially on the corners, your knife can catch the stone and it will ruin the edge. It's not as crucial or catastrophic on coarser stones, because you know you're already doing the rough work. But if you do it on, say, finer stones like your expensive 8,000 grit stones, you will both ruin the stone and you will ruin the edge, and you will have to start over. And we do have a good burr all along the edge there. So this is, as I told you, a softer stone, and you will see that if you look down here, obviously I removed a lot of this with a diamond plate, but you will find this silt or mud. You will find that it forms quite quickly on the stone. And that is actually a good thing, because you are removing the old abrasive and you are freeing new fresh abrasive, so that the stone always feel crisp. You will see that there's absolutely no load up at all here, and that is because of that, because all the metal particles and the old abrasive is carried away with the water. So to move on to the Shapton Pro, still using the stainless steel, same knife, you will find that, I'm just gonna have to remove this. So it's definitely harder stone, which do mean that when I go edge leading, I do feel a lot more comfortable going like this, because the stone won't give. And it still does a very good job with, it doesn't load up. If you see any miscolorings down here now, that's just metal. So this is a good thing. It's not loading up. It's very smooth. It feels very uniform, and it's a good. It feels like it's got a little bit more friction on top than the Naniwa new omurato. Let's see if there's a difference in sound. You can hear it's kind of smooth. Let's go over to this one. You kind of hear that grainy feel that you have on this one. But to be fair, it's 150 grit, and this is a 320, and it's quite a fun. One of the reasons that this is a good comparison, or because these are two stones that are interesting to compare, is that Naniwa usually has a tendency to include a lot more polishing compound in their stones. So their stones in general will feel and leave a result that's finer than the given grit. Say the Chosera 3000 will give a result that maybe compares to the Shapton Pro 5000. Because Shapton, on the other hand, is known for the opposite. It's known for having less polishing compound and to be faster, more efficient stones. While Naniwa is a good finisher. So given that, we are closer in grit than stated. So that's why I wanted to actually go through it with this. So yeah. So why would you choose one or the other? That is a good question. There's no doubt in my mind that the Naniwa new omurato gives you more stone for your bucks, but it will require a little bit more maintenance than the Shapton Pro, because it will wear down faster. It's excellent on stainless steel. It has a little bit harder time, a bit more difficult time with the harder carbon steels, given that the stone is so soft. So personally, I prefer the Naniwa new omurato on stainless steel, and I go with the Shapton Pro on harder steels. The Naniwa new omurato, on the other hand, it's not a stone that I see too often. You can go Google it, and you'll see what I mean. Google Shapton Pro and then Google Naniwa new omurato. You will see there's a difference. And one reason I think is that the larger stones from Japan tend to not be as profitable to export, just because of their size and the cost for shipping. So that's the coarse stones out of the way. I don't know if that helps you in any way, but I hope it does. If I missed something, or if you wanted something else, just let me know, and I'll throw myself around to do another video. And I guess that's it for the comparison, I reckon. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to move the Naniwa omurato. We've spent quite some time on that one now. We will finish the job on the Shapton Pro. At least the coarse part, and I will show you another very interesting stone. So we got the edge we want. We just, after refining it just a little bit, make sure it's even. And there we go. I'm happy with that. Just get off a little bit of the old abrasive and go for this very nice white, also a very large and very soft stone. So the lesser known brands in Japan, you tend to get a lot for your money. And just look at the size of this. This is in the same price range as the new omurato. And yeah, let's just I'll just go for it. And you can see the color change there. The steel is just falling off. It's not as soft as the new omurato, but it has a great feedback. And I already set the bevel, so it doesn't need too much work. Just feeling for it, got it there. I'm happy again. So yeah, I think it's Shiromonogatari. Keep an eye out for them. Oh, I haven't got my... Oh, I know some of you are going to hate me for this, but I haven't got my cleaning stone down here. Woo! Even the rusty eraser is having a hard day. So this is to find one. And oh my god, it doesn't like. Let's try the medium one. Yeah. So if you have to, the medium one is a better choice for this kind of job. The reason I have my rusty erasers down here is that someone left my Kiritsuka Bunka in the sink. So I have to fix it. But yeah, that's for another day, another video, I guess. Ooh, gotta be careful. So yeah, now for some finishing touches. And it's not going to require a lot of work. It's just, let's see, where did we finish off? Yeah. Ooh. So I often get questions that, do you really feel the burr as you go on to 3,000, 5,000 and 8,000 and even higher? And the question is, sometimes it depends on the stone, how fast it is. And usually I'm not, like now, I'm not trying to create a burr. I'm trying to remove one. So what I'm feeling for are traces of the burr from the 1,000 grit stone. But yeah, like the Snow White, if you create a secondary bevel at the 8,000 grit, you can sometimes feel it, especially if it's like a fast. And if you're unlucky and create a little bit higher edge than you want, a higher angle than you want, you can push the edge over. But it feels like we are getting there. The 1,000 grit burr is getting smaller. I'm trying to be careful not to push the edge over too much. But it seems like we are on the right place. So I'm just going to do a couple of those. And let's just try to deburr it on the stone. Oh. Like so. Feels better. I'm just trying to increase the angle ever so slightly, not to go too high. Just on the, like so. Okay, let's see how that went. So, just to wipe off. Feels all right, but just to show you, it's easier. So this is a bit stiff, but not too bad. It's quite good, but there's still a little bit of burr left, so I will have to still working on removing the burr on the stone. But when you have your trusty leather strop, it always helps with getting that. Oh. It's not my finest work, but it's 3,000 grit, and when it comes to stainless steel, I like it to have a little bit of bite. So yeah, I hope you guys found that interesting. Once again, I'm sorry for being so bad at posting content these days, but I'll try to get to it. And if you leave me some comments, some ideas, that will probably make my make it a bit easier for me to decide what to do a video on next. So I guess until next time, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon, I hope. So take care.